Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, very good. Okay, today we're gonna start or we're gonna finish, right? With Unit 5, Trifles and a Jury of Her Peers.
Right.
In this session, we have many videos and we have just a discussion of this. We're gonna start with the discussion, okay?
Okay.
But before this, I would like to know what do you understand by symbolism?
Yeah, but by symbolism, what I understand is that there are certain things that are intended to represent something. So not maybe something very obvious, but it is usually based on I would say on the people's beliefs, right? That so, for example, um, so let's say in Edgar Allan Poe's literature, they use the symbolism of a dark bird to symbolize that something bad's gonna happen. So that's why that's what symbolism means. So it's not necessarily something that it is, I would say, that means something. So that they give meaning to some things that's basically it.
In the previous session, we were talking about the bird, you know. So
Right.
according to the plate, do you know what does the bird symbolize?
Yes, so based on the previous lecture, well, yeah. So the bird is that actually symbolizes meaning.
Which one?
Oh, mini Foster. So or mini ride actually.
Yes. Where we were making a comparison, and Mrs. Minnie Foster, right, was
Right.
compared with the bird because both were kind, right?
Right.
But in a general way, the birds, you know, not just in display, but in a general way, the birds symbolize freedom because you know that
Right.
they can fly without no one stop them. They can fly wherever they want to go and fly on the sky, you know.
Right.
So that's why some of the experts in literature says that bird means freedom.
Right.
Okay, in this other video, we have another explanation and the differences and similarities that we have about between symbols and symbolisms, but we're not going to watch that. We're gonna continue with this. Okay, do you know that in the play, Trifles and a Jury of Her Peers, we're mentioning different symbolisms, right?
Right.
Okay, even the trifle. Why we have the trifle here?
The trifle, where I'm sorry. Oh yeah, the trifle is because they use trifle to refer to things that are not important.
Okay. In other words, we can also say that the trifles uh, represent as symbols reflecting how men view women.
That's right.
And the canary. Why canary? What does canary represent?
Well, the same bird that we were talking about.
Yeah, that's right. And in some scenes of this play, Canon could represent Minnie's extreme concern over her roles as a wife. What about the quilt pieces?
Yeah, so the quilt. So the quilt is a way that the women saw the distress and the bad quality of life that Minnie was, was going through at that moment. Because in the play we read that they noticed that they didn't follow a pattern, right? So they found something, um, they found or they saw Minnie's stress reflected in the quality of the quilt. So basically, that's something that can represent the bad life she was, no, the
Right.
mistreatment she was being, she received by her now deceased husband.
Yeah, that's right. And what about telephone? Why they include telephone as a symbol?
I'm not sure. Maybe the telephone would mean the way, or yeah, the way they thought women could communicate and avoid loneliness in that time. Because um, Mr. Hale was trying to talk John about the telephone, because everybody, it was popular between the women in the city, right? So maybe that's the reason why they include the telephone to represent, like, another way of, trying to keep women at home, not that lonely, I would say.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. In this virtual class, we were discussing two plays, right? The first one was the Flower Girls by
Right,
George Bernard, and this the second one, Trifles in a
right,
Diary of Her Peers. You know,
right.
could you please make a little summary about each one of them?
Oh, well, in that case, I can say that
Let's
both
start with the
are,
first one, the
yeah, with the
Flower
first one. Okay. Yeah, so the first one would tell us about
Pygmalion,
the
right?
desire. Yeah, Pygmalion. So Pygmalion talks about Elisa's desire of improving her manners and also quality of life by somehow learning and trying to have access to education, because she wanted to learn how to properly speak like a lady, so she get a better job at a flower shop instead of being on the streets. And it
How was
tells
the
that
ending? How
this
was the ending of that play?
the ending of that play. So at the end, she was
Did
able
she
to
get everything
fulfill
she wanted?
her goal. Yeah, she was able to improve the speaking part. But at the end, if I'm not mistaken, so she ended up having some kind of a job at Mr.
That's
Higgins'
right.
house. So that would be, at the end, is some kind of a good ending for her. And the second one, which is Trifles. So it's kind of ironic, the fact that it's also called jury of her peers, because they become peers by experiencing some kind of the same situations, like being under the man, I
On
would
the second,
say,
right?
rules.
In the
Yeah,
tribe.
on the second one, yeah. So we're talking about Trifles now, yeah.
Yeah.
So in Trifles, I was saying that it's kind of ironic, the title, because they they are pierced by experiencing same kind of mistreatment from men, and not having the rights, the same rights that men have. So it tells a story and kind of justifies the murder of somebody, because of the mistreatment he would give to, he would, yeah, um, present towards
Yeah.
his wife. And how women, the other women were able to hide the evidence, so she would not face any consequences for killing her husband.
And how was the ending of this play?
Well, at the end, nothing happened. So it ends where, after the women hid all the evidence, and that's it basically. So no, no, she was not punished for what she did. So Meng never realized that she was the one who killed John.
That's right. Did she find the whole evidence?
Yeah, they found the evidence, but they hid the evidence from the man, so to protect Minnie.
Yeah, okay. That's pretty fine. Okay. As I told you yesterday, this session was going to be short, right? Because we
Okay.
have some many videos here, but we're not gonna watch it. It just was a discussion and a little summary of each place, right?
Right.
You did the final test yesterday, right?
Oh yes, I did. So I still don't have access to the full score because there were some questions or some exercises that, well, we're opening the questions and it says that they needed to be reviewed. So yeah, that's it. But I did it. I did it, and I also did the last two session exercises, which session five it says that, well,
And
it
the
was also an
and
open-ended
the
question
exercises of
of
this
this one. Yeah,
session, you haven't
yeah,
done
I
yet.
already did them. Oh no, I already did them. So were five um, multiple choices questions. So I already got the 10 out of 10. So I'm basically just waiting on session five
You finished
score and
everything,
also
right?
the test. Yeah, I did finish everything.
Okay, pretty fine. Um, okay, I'm gonna check the final test. I'm gonna check the
Hmm.
exercises that you have been doing during these virtual meetings, and then you will have your final score. Okay, I'm gonna check
Okay,
it, and after I will let you know what was your final score, right?
okay, that sounds good.
Okay, see ya and take care.
Okay, thank you too. Thank you.
Okay, have a good night.
Likewise. Bye bye.